Imagine walking through the crowded streets of ancient Rome nearly 2,000 years ago. Merchants shout from busy marketplaces, senators debate in grand public buildings, soldiers march through the city, and gladiators prepare for combat in the arena. Most history books focus on emperors, generals, and politicians. But behind the marble walls of Roman houses lived millions of women whose stories are rarely told. They raised families, managed households, controlled wealth, influenced politics, and shaped Roman society in ways that were often hidden from public view. Welcome to Ancient Secrets. Today, we're uncovering the hidden life of Roman women and exploring what life was really like for women in one of history's greatest empires. To understand Roman women, we must first understand Roman society. Rome was deeply patriarchal. The oldest male in a family, called the paterfamilias, held legal authority over the household. He could make important decisions about marriage, property, and family matters. At first glance, this might make it seem as if women had little power. But the reality was far more complicated. A Roman woman's life depended greatly on her social class. Wealthy women living in luxurious villas experienced a very different life from poor women living in crowded apartment buildings called insulae. Yet regardless of class, women played an essential role in maintaining Roman society. For many girls, life changed dramatically during their teenage years. Roman girls often married between the ages of 12 and 16. Marriages were usually arranged by families, especially among the upper classes. Love was not always the main reason for marriage. Families used marriage to strengthen alliances, increase social status, and protect wealth. When a young woman married, she left her father's household and entered her husband's family. Her new responsibilities included managing servants, preparing household supplies, supervising food storage, weaving cloth, caring for children, and maintaining the family's reputation. Roman writers often praised women who were modest, hardworking, and loyal. But Roman women were not simply silent housewives. Many wealthy women controlled significant property. Over time, Roman law evolved, and women gained more economic freedom than women in many other ancient civilizations. By the late Republic and early Empire, some women could own land, inherit wealth, lend money, invest in businesses, and manage estates. Inscriptions discovered across the Roman world show women acting as business owners, property managers, and even patrons of public buildings. One remarkable example is Eumacia, a wealthy woman from Pompeii. She funded an impressive building in the city and became one of its most influential citizens. Her inscription proudly identifies her as a public benefactor, proving that women could achieve social prominence through wealth and generosity. Daily life for wealthy Roman women often centered around the home, but their homes were not private prisons. Elite women attended religious festivals, visited baths, went shopping, attended banquets, and sometimes traveled. At social gatherings, they could meet influential politicians, merchants, and other elite families. A clever and well-connected woman could gain considerable influence behind the scenes. Some women became extraordinarily powerful. The most famous was Livia Drusilla, the wife of Emperor Augustus. Ancient writers describe her as intelligent, disciplined, and politically skilled. Although she held no official office, many historians believe she advised Augustus and helped shape imperial policy. Later empresses, such as Agrippina the Younger, exercised even greater influence, demonstrating that women near the emperor could become major political figures. Religion offered another important avenue for female authority. Women served as priestesses in various Roman cults. The most prestigious were the Vestal Virgins, priestesses of the goddess Vesta. Chosen as children, they vowed to remain unmarried and served for 30 years. Unlike most Roman women, Vestal Virgins enjoyed unusual privileges. They could own property, make wills, and were treated with great respect. Their sacred duty was to maintain the eternal flame of Rome, and many Romans believed the safety of the city depended on their devotion. Beauty and appearance were also significant parts of Roman life. Wealthy women spent considerable time on hairstyles, cosmetics, and jewelry. Elaborate hairstyles required servants skilled in arranging curls, braids, and decorative pins. Cosmetics included powders, perfumes, oils, and eye makeup. Jewelry made from gold, pearls, emeralds, and other precious stones displayed wealth and status. However, Roman moralists often criticized excessive luxury, creating constant tension between fashion and traditional ideals of modesty. Education varied widely. Poor girls usually learned practical skills from their mothers, while wealthy girls could receive education in reading, writing, literature, music, and sometimes philosophy. Letters written by educated Roman women reveal sharp minds and sophisticated literary abilities. Some women became respected poets and intellectuals, although their works were less likely to survive than those of male authors. Motherhood was considered one of a Roman woman's most important duties. Childbirth, however, was extremely dangerous. Without modern medicine, many women died during pregnancy or delivery. Those who survived often had several children, although infant mortality was also high. Roman mothers were expected to teach children proper behavior, religious practices, and family values. Their influence within the home could be enormous, especially during a child's early years. What about poor women? Their lives were much harder. Many worked long hours as servants, shopkeepers, market sellers, midwives, wet nurses, laundresses, or laborers. Some helped their husbands in workshops producing pottery, cloth, metal goods, or food. Poor women had fewer servants and far less protection from hardship. Yet they remained vital contributors to the urban economy. Slavery adds another important layer to the story. Enslaved women performed much of the labor that allowed wealthy Roman households to function. They cooked, cleaned, raised children, wove cloth, and served guests. Their lives were often harsh, and they possessed few legal rights. Understanding Roman women requires recognizing the enormous differences between elite women and enslaved women. Entertainment also formed part of women's lives. Although gladiatorial games were largely associated with men, women attended public spectacles in arenas and theaters. They enjoyed music, dancing, religious festivals, and social gatherings. Archaeological discoveries from Pompeii include board games, cosmetic containers, mirrors, and personal items that reveal the everyday pleasures of Roman women. Roman women also left behind emotional evidence of their lives. Tomb inscriptions frequently express love, grief, and admiration. Husbands praised wives for kindness, loyalty, intelligence, and devotion. Parents mourned daughters lost too young. These inscriptions remind us that behind the legal system and social expectations were real people with hopes, fears, and relationships. One fascinating aspect of Roman society is how women navigated public and private power. Officially, they could not vote or hold political office. Yet through family connections, wealth, religious authority, and social influence, many women shaped decisions made by men. Historians often call this informal power. A senator might ignore another senator, but he might listen carefully to his wife, mother, or daughter. The hidden life of Roman women becomes even more vivid when we look at archaeological discoveries. In Pompeii, volcanic ash preserved houses almost exactly as they appeared in 79 AD. Archaeologists have found spinning tools, cosmetics, jewelry, mirrors, writing tablets, and household objects that belonged to women. These artifacts reveal women managing homes, caring for children, creating beauty, and participating in daily economic life. So what was life really like for Roman women? It was a life of contrasts. Some women lived in luxury while others struggled for survival. Some remained confined largely to domestic duties, while others influenced emperors and funded public buildings. Roman society expected women to be obedient and modest, yet many became wealthy, educated, and politically significant. The greatest misconception is that Roman women were invisible. They were everywhere, in homes, markets, temples, baths, workshops, and even the corridors of imperial power. Their labor fed families, their wealth supported cities, their religious service honored the gods, and their influence shaped the future of Rome. When we study the Roman Empire, we often remember Julius Caesar, Augustus, and the great generals. But the empire could not have functioned without the millions of women who managed households, raised citizens, preserved traditions, and quietly exercised power behind the scenes. Their stories were hidden for centuries, but archaeology and history are finally bringing them back into the light. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden world of Roman women, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating history documentaries here on Ancient Secrets. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the ancient secrets.